And still on education matters, Education CS Professor George Magoha is expected to officially open the 2019 Kenya Primary Schools Head Teachers Conference that kicked off yesterday. NAT has already threatened to call teachers to a nationwide strike unless the government addresses concerns related to delocalization, centralized procurement of textbooks. It also wants head teachers allowed to join unions, as Francis Mtalaki is there covering the meeting. Good morning, Francis. Do we know when the Cabinet Secretary will be making his entry there, and with the issues already highlighted by KNUT, what should we expect as far as a response from the ministry?
Well, a very good morning, Sam. We expect the CS to be here at around 11 a.m. according to the program. But so far, the indication is that the PS could be coming in a moment from now with regard to the official opening of this four-day conference that brings together all primary school head teachers across the country. And they're meeting here to discuss a number of things. So far, what has been digested is the delocalization of teachers, and the head teachers seem to be opposed to what the ministry is wanting to implement or is implementing. And also earlier on, also the NAC Secretary General together with other officials from the NAT also are opposed to that process, as well as they want that the teacher-student ratio to be addressed, given that a number of primary schools seem to have many students in one class, and so they would wish that the national government, through the TSC, the Teacher Service Commission, to be able to employ more teachers on a permanent basis, saying that the teachers that are being employed on contract seem to be having some challenges in terms of morale and motivation as a teacher. And some of these issues maybe will also be discussed, the progress of the new curriculum. And a number of stakeholders are here to be able to present their views on how far are we, any challenges so far, and how they can be addressed. With me is one of the stakeholders from the publishing industry. Maybe in terms of the CBA, are we on track?
Yeah, thank you very much, Geoffrey Lijodi from Moran Publishers. On competency-based assessment, we are on track. And we are working very closely with the KICD, and another wing that the whole nation need to know that is very much concerned about this is NEC. And I'm happy that today NEC is here and is going to talk to the delegates about CBA, because KICD is dealing with the curriculum implementation, and KICD and CBA is under NEC. So NEC is the one that is in charge of assessment, and our teachers need to be empowered on how they can evaluate the learners as we progress with the CBC. A
number of issues have come out in terms of the publishing and the mistakes in terms of the content. What are you doing to deal with that?
I can confidently say that this year, the way KICD has handled submissions, the way they have evaluated the books, there are no mistakes, because before you publish a book, you have to take it back to KICD for them to look at the content. They take it back to you, you correct, you take it back to them. So it takes time before publishers are allowed to print than before, when publishers will print books before it was final with KICD. So this year I can confidently say grade 4 books, they were well managed and the process was smooth. And I can say the books that are in the market, like for grade 4, we supplied science, Moran Science, to all the public schools, and the book has no mistakes.
Teachers and some of the parents have complained that maybe the cost of these books is so high in terms of what you're offering on the market. Maybe what are you doing to make sure that the costs come down, or what makes the cost to be so expensive?
If you compare the 844 books and you compare with the CBC books, there's a very big difference. CBC books are affordable. They are more affordable than the 844 books. We are selling this book at an average of 200 shillings, at an average of 300 shillings. But when you look at the 844 books, they are not going for less than 400. And there are some that are going up to around 700 shillings. So CBC books, the books are affordable.
Any challenges in terms of the CBC, and how do you want the national government to address this, and specifically the Ministry of Education?
We are working closely with the Ministry of Education. If we are given the designs in good time, and we are given time to come up with the materials, the books, I think the books will be coming out without any pressure from us, and that will help them also not to work under pressure to avail the books to the market when the schools are closing.
Many thanks for your time. Well, that is one of the stakeholders speaking to us with regard to this 4-day conference that is taking place here in Mombasa. But of course, some of the issues that have been able to be coming out from this conference already, the BBI report not urging the primary school health teachers to endorse the report, and we'll be waiting by Thursday when the recommendations will be out for the 4-day conference that is taking place here in Mombasa. Will they endorse the BBI report and way forward in terms of what teachers of this nation would want to be addressed if there will be any amendment in that report? That is after on Thursday when this conference comes to an end. But of course, today all eyes are here in terms of the ministry led by the CS, who will be here any moment from now, and they are told that the PS is already around this area. Back to you, Sam.
All right, thank you, Francis Mutalaki from Mombasa. Very important conversation to have as the competency-based curriculum moves to the 4th year next year.